us learn to respect age and to respect human life. I don't think there is anyone who has a right to take anyone away, even if she or he has done anything. And I think that's what we are preaching today. But I understand that there are different families. The family of the young boy who is a victim in his own rights. I understand those who their beloved ones are now suspects, and I know what you feel. But we have to live in harmony. We have to live as a family, because at the end of the day, it's hope that gives us that feeling of wanting to be tomorrow.
We have come here to condole with this family and to condemn this very unfortunate incident. As a lawyer, I will tell you, nobody has a right to kill anybody. Nobody. And mob justice is illegal in this country. We condemn this act in the strongest terms possible. And we urge the national government, which is in charge of security, to ensure that those who perpetrated this heinous offense are brought to book.
Is that about 2 weeks ago, Kenyans will remember that some 4 women were tragically killed. They were burned alive. Some of their houses were razed on alleged suspicion that they were witches, that they were participating in witchcraft. We know that there was no evidence. We know that the allegations related to witchcraft are basically mystical beliefs that have no evidential support. And basically it is a backward belief that suggests that Kenyans or Africans generally are not moving ahead with the times. We as the Human Rights Network or Human Rights Sector in Kenya, we have come in support or in solidarity with these families of the affected persons to demonstrate that the human dignity is invaluable and should not be taken away by anyone. Suspicions of any kind must be faced or taken through a judicial system. That is something that we believed in, and we even had it enshrined in our constitution.
Civil society has done a tremendous job in helping pass on messages to say that we will not stand for killings of old people, and especially targeting women, old women, the older women, and widows. I don't want to repeat what has already been said, but part of the problems we face here, fundamentally some of the problems are structural in terms of certain patriarchal beliefs that women should not inherit property. Typically in a patriarchal culture like Kisii, women get access to resources through marriage, through their husbands. So it's shocking that most of the women that are killed under similar circumstances, when their husbands are alive, they're okay, they're good people, they're part of the community. But then the moment their husband dies, they become witches, in quotes. And they're targeted, hacked to death, burnt and killed. This is absolutely unacceptable. We really have to start, as Abagusi people, understanding that we cannot stray too far away from who we are as a people. We have to reconnect with our humanity. We have to reconnect with our Utu, or what we call Obomwanyabantu in Kisii. I know I've been repeating this, but this is so important because this is about values. We cannot create excuses to eliminate women, to dispossess them, to disinherit them. So some of the things that need to start happening, and I was happy to hear, I think the DCC talk about it, is looking at succession processes. When the patriarch of the home dies, what happens? What happens to the widows? What happens to the children? What happens to women in homes? We need to work with the government to straighten out and make it very clear, what are these processes? What does the Constitution say to protect every human being, whether you're a man, you're a woman, whether you're a widow, whether you're married or not? We really need to start looking at these processes, because that is part of the problem that we face, where when a woman's husbands die, they're vulnerable and they become targets of violence to eliminate them, because some people believe that women should not inherit property or oversee property. So those are some of the underlying issues that we need to address. And another thing is mental health. Many women are killed, or older persons are killed and suspected of being witches, again in quotes, because they have mental health problems. People don't understand these things. They don't understand Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or dementia. So when someone's behaviors, change because they are ill and need treatment, they are labeled and stigmatized and even killed. So we really need to start, again, going back to our values as watu, utu, abantu, mwanyabantu, obo mwanyabantu. We have to reconnect with our values and work from that space to bring more, to create a more humane society. So I hope this is the beginning of a wonderful conversation. We had a wonderful presence, a very powerful message to this community, the Gusii community at large, to our country in Kenya and other communities where these things are happening in the region, in Africa and other parts of the world. So let's work together to say enough is enough and never again.
Nataka kulani kitendo ambacho kilichotendeka hapa. Sio kitendo cha kwanza na sio cha pili. At many occasions, watu wamewawa katika marani, watu wamechomwa the same marani, and nothing is being done. For this time round, we are standing kama civil societies in Kisii and in Kenya. Tukisema ya kwamba human rights matters, na women are lives ama women rights are also rights. Wacha kuona yule mama mkongwe at the age of 90, kwa sababu hawezi tembea during the day, mnambandika jina kwamba ni mchawi. Wacha kuangalia yule mama ambaye ni maskini, hana sabuni, hana mafuta, anaweza jipaka katakata kama wengine, ameparara kila wakati, unaona kama ni mchawi. Wacha kuona mjane amefiwa kama yeye ndiye ameua mume na mnataka shamba. Moso wale wajane wenye wakifiwa unapata kwamba wana watoto wa kike peke yake. They are usually blamed, they are usually castigated, they are usually, I don't know how they go about it until mama either uawe ama ufukuzwe katika ile boma because wewe hauna mtoto. Nani aliyekuambia kwamba mtoto wa kike sio mtoto? Tafadhali. Kitu kingine nataka kuongelea ni kwamba when you kill someone, wewe unayemuua, unajua utakufa wapi na utakufia wapi na nini kitakuua. Kama mtu amepatikana na makosa, wacha kuchukua sheria mikononi mwako. Ita serikali ifanye kazi yake. Wewe kama mwananchi, wacha kuchukua sheria mikononi alafu unaua, then you go on boosting and posting ya kwamba you've done your best. Na wale wenye walishikwa wote wachukuliwe hatua vilivyo. Hakuna kitu ati bonda ama nini. We want to see those men, those boys persecuted and prosecuted to the letter. Tutafuata, tutakuwa kotini from the word go paka mwisho.
Igokoro kwa Mr. Orurare aka man like morale motiga kurumenyikwa wamba boys no torega igatwe city oyaga ngakoro kubogusu okobugia drop oya